Welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. I did the steel, and I was going to do the iron, and today I just... honestly, I didn't have the patience for it. And I realised this is causing us an issue. It's been causing us an issue for ages. Yes, they get a left-hand turn free onto... okay. Go back 3 steps, brain. So, iron plate trains come in here, which is a right-hand turn, and they leave with a free left-hand turn. Well, leave here or here with a free left-hand turn. Now, iron's coming down here to do green chips. It's also lots of irons coming over here to do science. And I thought, we've got copper set up using this railroad station, which you can see there's not a lot of copper trains. You know, they're generally going in and out as fast as possible. Except for this stupid train who won't fill up. Yeah, we're actually chewing through copper pretty fast now that we've got this sorted. I'd like to do the same for iron. The catch is, if we have these trains are currently going up, doing a right-hand turn, and then doing another right-hand turn. That's 2 rights. If I could make them use the railroad station, it'd be, well, 1 left-hand turn and another left-hand turn. 2 free lefts. Thanks, autosave. I'm trying to scroll around the map and explain what I'm trying to do here. And these 2, I think it was an iron and a copper station, finally have been decommissioned. They're finally finished. So I was thinking, look, I've now got this free turn off here that's doing nothing. You know, the top one's going to steel, which I don't know whether I showed you guys or not. I have a feeling I did, and then I loaded an autosave because I forgot to hit record and lost it, but I refixed it. Steel trains were preferencing the closest station, being the bottom one, which is the least preference as far as iron ore is concerned. So by making them loop up and around, again, free left-hand turns, yeah, it's now preferencing the top station. So hopefully our steel trains get filled up faster. Top 2 have steel, 3rd one has steel, 4th one has nothing. And here's one now, and you'll see he will just up, loop, straight in. Doesn't even slow down, which is what we like to see. So, as I was saying, I'm thinking about running this train track all the way up here into our stacker. Now, I know our stacker is currently an out at the moment. I want to make it an in. Because, same story, our iron trains are preferencing the top station, which is the one that gets the least amount of iron ore. 2nd station's empty, 3rd station's empty. 4th station is the first one with actual iron ore. Just because of the way these preferential stackers run. They run to the closest station, which from this entry point starts off here and spans up and down in equal amounts. So, yeah, you know, sure, I've still got a massive problem with ore trains leaving, which is a whole separate issue we'll get to another time. But I'm thinking if I run a train track up here, reverse this stacker, have this be the output, which will be a free left-hand turn, with a free left-hand turn in, it might fix some problems. Anyway, that's the theory at least. Now I'm running this beside the other train track for no reason whatsoever. I'm wearing my building suit, good. I hope I got enough track, because I just did dump a whole shit ton into the trash system. Oh, come on. Do we want to go up there? No, we want to go up here. Oops. No. Let's try that again. Shift, click. There we go. Don't bend on me. I just said don't bend on me. Stupid game. Shift. Straight down. As long as we can see that track on the right hand side, we're in the right spot. Shift. Done. Come on, bots. Yeah, we've still got some train track. Good. Now, of course, this still needs to be signaled, but get it built first. Build some more landfill to get rid of the stone that's in our inventory. From blueprint, from map view. Oh, about there. Too far. Looks about right. Curve you around there, around there, round to there, round to there. Deconstruct. Okay. Now, all the signals are around the wrong way. Every single one of them. And do I have signals at the other end? I do. Damn. And there's some train on them which is going to try and run me down. Okay. Yeah, they need to be re-signaled all the way in, but okay. One thing at a time, one thing at a time. Where is standard signals? Delete them. That should stop any more trains coming out. Okay, we need you and you. And we need all this lot deleted. And standard what? What? It's because it's also got signals on the other end still. You're being difficult. Much better. There. Okay. And then you want to make a real signal. Crap, how do I do this? Is a real signal first? Yeah, real signal first, then a chain signal. So, chain signal, real signal. You two. Just drop these down. Done. So that should reverse all of that. So the next step is to reverse this signal and that signal. I think. I really need a train now to test it with. Where the hell are you? You're stuck. You're really stuck. You're at iron plate. You're trying to get to iron plate. Alright. Let's try and unstick some trains. You need to manual. You need to go there. And then there. No! Repath, you idiot! Done. Do we have any other idiots? Yep. You're an idiot too? Yep. I should also fix this problem, hopefully. Hopefully. Now, the moment trains can get in from this side, but none of them... Well, actually, they can go all the way around, which is not ideal, but it works. Yeah, because that's still an exit. Really? You come to the next station and be a freaking idiot again. Like, dead set. It's full. I know I can turn off stations, and I think that's what I'm going to have to do if this next fix doesn't work. Have it when this red signal, when this signal's red, i.e. the train station's full, the train station turns off. Really? You're stuck again. Alright, where are you going? You're going to blue iron. You cannot get out because I haven't reversed those signals. Alright, new job. If we remove that signal and we put one there, that now blocks new trains coming in. So we'll take the new trains being blocked and we'll get these trains off the line. I might have to put on my running suit because this seems like it's taking forever. I know half of that's the UPS that we just don't have. Go train. Skip the next station. It's full. Ignore me. Now go. Is the next station empty? No, and you're choosing a path to it. Is the next station empty? Yes. Good, you're good to go. Piss off. Running legs. Sure, now I can't see anything. But let's jump the train and go forth anyway. Go forth and hope for the best. Yeah, I'm really glad we don't have to slow down for turns in Factorio. That one. Hey, we're done. Okay. Now, let's work in reverse. Let's try and get the top train out first. Running legs and slow down. So, you go to blue iron. You cannot get there because you need a chain signal and you need a full signal and you need to be removed. We'll put a full signal there, and that's the exit lane. Ooh. So I'll disconnect that entirely. And that's from here to here, which is technically a loop, but I've never seen a train use it. So that'd be outputting plate, inputting plate. Yeah, we don't need this lane either. It was being used earlier. Okay. Now that we've got that far, we can put a signal there and a, I don't know, a signal there and a signal there. It doesn't really matter. Okay, put a real signal there with a chain signal there and there. And change you to a chain signal, you to a chain signal. That should work. Should. Let's blueprint that. And we'll give you the symbol of copper ore. And we'll put it on the inventory bar. So, if we demolish that, take our copper ore, drop it straight into place, and train's going. Yes! So, just got to repeat this 10 more times, and we're good as fixed. And we've reversed the whole train in-out system for iron smelting. Which then means I can pick up the trains using the old that are going to our science labs and tell them to use the Ro-Ro station as well. Hopefully cutting down on overall train throughput. At least down chunks of the main line. We've got to be getting close to the end. Ha! Last one. You're a special, so you need a... You really should have a signal there, because you don't. And you should have a signal there. And you're done. You're also probably full of iron. You are. Go to iron 9. Go to iron 20. So that's reversed. Alright, so then all we need to do is say red and green iron. Go to iron before you go back to smelter, plate, Ro-Ro. And if I'm quick... You just became our test train. Blue iron. Go to blue iron, go to Ro-Ro, and remove the condition. Blue iron, Ro-Ro, no condition. The reason I do no condition is it is the absolute fastest way to get a train to turn around. It will literally pull in and pull out. Ro-Ro. No, you're still going. Yeah, you need a stacker. You need a stacker as well. Just for, you know, your 3 trains. Maybe not green circuits, but definitely for iron. But anyway, this is our train. Oop, come here. Come here. Yep, in and out. Still think that's too slow? I I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I could do another row up, like up and over the top to get through the throughput I need. Same with the bottom. But you'll now take a free left-hand turn. Where's your left-hand turn? Here. Yes, the further you zoom in and out, the faster you scroll. So if you do this right, you can either keep pace with the train or accelerate past the train, or... No, not that turn, not that turn. That turn. Done! Alright, who else is doing iron? Steel. Can steel go through robo? Steel is here. Yeah, steel can go through the robo. You're a steel train. Blue steel. Roro. Brick. Can brick go through the railroad station? Comes in at the bottom. Can turn left in. Yeah. Brick's train. Roro. Whoop. Roro. There's two of them. Roro. Purple steel. So after you go to steel, you go to Roro, and then you continue on. Purple iron. Pause. Roro. Delete. Go. We got a few of these. Roro. And Roro. Batteries, chips, copper's already going through Roro. Red chips, green chips. Plastic can't. Copper already is. Steel is not. We'll fix that. So it's low density steel, then you're empty. And then you go to the Roro. Green chips, red. Yeah. Okay. So we now got half a dozen trains going through free left-hand turns. Free left-hand turns. We've now got empty iron plates coming in here, but then leaving through this zigzag, which should work. I hope. We've still got this lovely main line that we need to fix. This is one of the reasons I'm looking at moving oil. Because at the moment oil's doing all these turns. I was also thinking maybe I'd just disconnect oil here, wrap it around and join in here. That is another option. So oil doesn't have to go through basically this part of the main line. It'd still have to, you know, everything's got to come down to the main base. But the main base doesn't use that much anymore. Actually, speaking of the main base, let's go with inserter / stack inserter and ulot. 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 And ulot. Because I decided we don't need this many inserters hooked up to this many boxes for the main base. We really don't. The trains are basically being our buffer, and for some reason that one didn't add up. Oh, I left two inserters there. Alright, doesn't matter. You can go. Yeah, the main base just does not need this much buffering in chests. it can buffer in the trains. Because it's pretty much decommissioned. We don't produce much up here anymore. We're still producing military sites, which is getting trained over to the magical labs, which at the moment are not doing anything because I forgot to hit OK for research. Oh! Knew I'd fuck one up. You lot. So yeah, because I was thinking about putting smaller trains in for home base, and I thought, look, you know, as long as I refuel them at this end rather than the other end, I could make them a 111, honestly. But then I thought, hang on, I got to reconfigure all the stations, and it's going to make home base smaller. But that's about it. And I thought it's honestly not worth the effort. They can just stay as massive trains, and like I said, just work as a buffer. You lot. I think I can get rid of this one entirely because we're not using brick here anymore. I'm just not sure if I want to keep the brick here in case we do need it for something. You lot dead yet? Nope. Have another grow. I don't want to remove that just yet. I do want to keep that one. Oh, all the sites, all the rocket science has been dragged across. Where is our train that does science packs? It's probably over there sitting there doing nothing because it's full. As is this full. Shit. That's a lot. What we're going to do is we're going to do worker robot speed 15. 500,000. Because that'll chew a shit ton of sites. You got 162. Yeah, well, rocket fuel. We need rocket fuel. Oh, we got trains going in. Okay, so that's done. That's done. It still needs to be optimized. I still need to rip up half these inserters. Which I'm half tempted to do remotely and then just wait for all the chests to drain out. We'll see. But, like I said, I'm definitely going to call it here for an episode. We've reversed this, which has hopefully cleared up some of the congestion. We've got more trains using our patent pending free left-hand turn system. Which hopefully improves throughput. You know what? I should have a signal. That one. That should be a standard signal. It should be. So as soon as the train passes it, the next one can pull in. Because it's red for a long time. Yeah, I suck at trains. I admit it. But yeah, next episode I'll bring you back. I might have cut down on the inserters on here. I don't know. Actually, my plan is to start doing the outposts. Because the outposts have a shit ton of inserters. And if I can cut 72 inserters down to 12, being one for each wagon, maybe 24. That's, say, 50 inserters per outpost. I've got 30, 40 outposts. Call it 40 outposts. 50 times 40 is 2,000. 2,000 inserters. You know, I have noticed that it fluctuates. It still fluctuates up and down by about 10. But I have noticed we have climbed a little bit, just ripping up the inserters from steel. So, more inserters have to go. We still need to do something about oil, but again, another episode. Yeah. So, next episode, we're probably going to start on the outposts, which I think I've worked out mentally how I'm going to streamline it. Don't know if it actually work out that way. And at the same time, we're going to chew up a shit ton of science at 0.023 per tick. per tick per second, really. Yeah. Yeah, that updates once a second. I forgot that. Yeah. Yeah. I might build more labs. Again, another episode. But we're still using 5.7 per minute. We're not producing 5.7 because a lot of these are backed up and other ones are missing materials. But well, you can see they kicked off, so we're getting there. But yeah, I'm going to call it here. Thank you guys for watching, as always. Hope you're enjoying the series. I hope you're learning something, maybe, if you ever decide to want to go to this sort of scale. Inserters suck. Belts suck. Bots are great. And trains have a throughput limit, it turns out. I hadn't actually thought myself that far ahead to realise, shit, you can only get so much iron ore or steel or anything down a line at once at max speed. I just always, bigger and better trains, and I've never hit a limit. And turns out this base will hit that limit, that's for sure. But we'll work out one thing at a time. Thank you guys for watching, as always, and I will catch you in the next one. Alright.